Hi there, I'm Lukas, Favale, broadcaster for the Syracuse Crunch. Back today with another edition of Reading with the Crunch. Today we continue our series on Brady Brady, and we have Brady Brady and the Runaway Goalie by Mary Shaw and Chuck Temple. Let's begin. Brady Brady and the Runaway Goalie. Brady loved winter. He loved winter because he loved hockey. Hockey was all he thought about. He thought about it so much that everyone had to call him twice to get his attention. It drove his family crazy. Brady Brady, is your bed made? Brady Brady, hat trick wants out. Brady Brady, you're spilling your milk. Pretty soon they just called him Brady Brady. It was easier that way. Brady was on a team called the Ice Hogs. The rink they played at was right around the corner from Brady's house. It wasn't far, but Brady always left early so he could be the first one there. One Saturday morning, the Ice Hogs were playing a nasty team called the Dragons. The Dragons were undefeated. Brady was excited and a little nervous as he headed to the rink. On the way in, Brady always said hello to his friend, Chester. Chester was the Ice Hogs goalie and the smartest kid Brady knew. He often helped Brady with his math. Chester also helped at the concession stand before every game. He said munching on popcorn instead of thinking about flying pucks got rid of the butterflies in his stomach. Brady noticed that Chester looked especially jittery today. "See you in the dressing room, Chester," Brady waved on his way past. "Sure, Brady Brady," mumbled Chester, but he did not wave back. There was usually a lot of chatter before a game, but today the Ice Hogs dressing room was almost silent. The Dragons' nasty reputation had the Ice Hogs worried. When everyone was dressed, they gathered in the center of the room for their team cheer. It wasn't quite as loud as usual. "We've got the power, we've got the might, we've got the spirit." Something isn't right. They looked around the room and saw a heap of goalie equipment. Chester was missing. "Brady Brady, see if you can find him," said the coach. Brady rushed as fast as he could. A second later, he was back holding a note that had been taped to the door. Brady read it out loud. "Dear Ice Hogs, I just can't play today. You need a real goalie, a great goalie. Signed, Chester." "Oh no," groaned the coach. "We can't play without our goalie." Some of the kids sat down and began to unlace their skates. "Wait!" cried Brady. "We do have a goalie. We just have to find him." They checked behind the popcorn machine at the concession stand. No Chester. They checked under the bleachers. There were globs of gum stuck to the bottom of the seats, but no Chester. They checked everywhere, even the girls' washroom. No Chester. Finally, they checked the Zamboni garage. There was Chester on top of the ice machine. "Come down, Chester, we need you," Brady pleaded with his friend. "I just can't face the Dragons, Brady Brady," Chester whimpered. "I'm scared." "You don't have to face them alone, son," said the coach. "We're the Ice Hogs. We stick together." "We're all a bit nervous, Chester," Brady added, "but you can outsmart the Dragons any day." The rest of the Ice Hogs started to cheer. This time they were as loud and as proud as ever. "We've got the power. We've got the might. Chester's our goalie. He's all right." Chester climbed down from the Zamboni. Out on the rink, the Ice Hogs lined up against the Dragons. Brady could hear Chester's teeth chattering behind his mask. The ref dropped the puck, and the game began. The Dragons tripped and slashed and played a pretty mean game. But the Ice Hogs didn't give up. They knew they had to play hard and help Chester out, especially since he had his eyes shut most of the time. When the final buzzer sounded, there was no score. In overtime, no one scored. That meant only one thing: a sudden death shootout. Chester tried to leave the ice, but his teammates dragged him back. "Come on, Chester, you can do it," Brady said, patting his friend on the back. "You can do anything you put your mind to." The Ice Hogs were to go first, and Brady was picked to shoot. Starting at center ice, he raced towards the goalie with the puck on the end of his stick. He could hear the cheers of his teammates. Brady fired the puck. There was a ping as it nicked the crossbar and flew into the net. The crowd went wild, except for the Dragons fans, of course. It was the Dragons' turn to shoot. Brady looked at Chester and gave him a thumbs up. "Remember, Chester, you can do anything you put your mind to." The Dragons player began his charge. Sweat trickled down Chester's face, but he didn't close his eyes. Instead, he began to think. "The speed of the puck times the arc of the puck," Chester muttered. "That means it should land right here." Whack! The puck landed in Chester's outstretched glove. "Holy moly, what a goalie!" the Ice Hogs hollered. They jumped over the boards to mob Chester, who still hadn't moved. Chester was still holding the game puck as they hoisted him onto their shoulders. "I knew you could do it," Brady said proudly to his friend. His friend and the Ice Hogs' great goalie. The end. That's Brady Brady and the Runaway Goalie.